So before I pull up the spreadsheet of the training you submitted, can you tell me what your goals are and where you got this training slash why you're using it?
Yeah, I would say my biggest goal right now is that sub three. So I guess the goals with being here today is just to figure out what are the most important factors in reaching that, if it's volume, if it's doing certain speed workouts, or like how frequently I should be doing those workouts. And I got this training plan from a friend of mine, the buddy that I ran Boston with. He had a coworker who I don't know, but I know that he said he was like a big into running.
Okay,
And so I was fresh, newly into running, and I kind of just took his word for it. Now I've just run with it since then.
awesome. Okay, yeah. Hey, there's plans everywhere. There's free plans. There's plans from people. Everything. So obviously, as a new runner, we just cling on to anything we know, and that person's successful or seems successful relative to where we are. So we kind of latch on, which is totally cool. I'm gonna share it here now. Let me know. Can you see it?
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
right
perfect.
there.
So this is the training plan that you had submitted. A couple of things that I had just in terms of questions first, so I make sure I'm on the same page as you and I don't just go and write something that doesn't actually work for you. So the first one, it looks like Fridays is your typical long run day. Is that correct?
Yes,
Is
yeah.
that like a work life type thing that Fridays kind of works the best?
I kind of incorporated that when I was running New York, and it worked well. But yeah,
I'm not
it,
against it because, like, I mean, ultimately, you're the one who's got to run, right? So when we're looking at
yeah,
this, we want to make sure it's in the best place for you, knowing that that's kind of like our priority one through the week. Does that
hmm
make sense?
yeah,
So just Friday seemed like the good day for you.
yeah. Friday I think is the best.
Okay.
Just because then typically what I like to do too is take the day following the long run off,
Okay. Yeah.
um,
No problem.
just to kind of rest and recover a bit.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. And then it looks like Tuesdays tends to be more of like a interval day. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And then down here, it's noted interval pace roughly 520 per mile, tempo pace 620 per mile. Where did those numbers come from?
That was like a chat GPT,
Okay.
kind of like just finding
It's all
stuff on.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, what would you say your realistic marathon shape? Like, if you had to run one today, what would you say?
I want to say like 3:15, I would guess. And to be honest with you, this started, it would have been 3 weeks ago, and I've kind of bumped up the miles a little bit. So like
Okay.
I've been going a little bit off of this plan, and I think that first week was probably 48 miles, then it went to 50, and then 53 or something.
Okay.
So
Got it. So you're up a little bit then. Okay.
yeah.
One of the first things I want to do is I want to put in accurate training paces because these paces are a little bit off. And the reason why I asked you what shape you actually think you're in right now is because we want to train for the fitness we're in so we can compound the most amount of gains. If we start training for the fitness that we want, we end up way overreaching, and that's when our injury risk and consistency risk goes down and we risk like blowing up workouts and not even be able to complete them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so when we look at interval pace for somebody who's a 3:15 marathoner, we're actually looking at roughly 625 per mile, give or take. Now, temperature specific, like Boston, you guys have the humidity off the coast the same as me, right? Like it's like stupid hot right now. So you need to heat adjust that out. You're probably realistically looking at something when you're in the 80s, 90s, even the hundreds. I know you guys can sometimes get down there. That's probably looking in the mid 630s when you got to heat convert. So you can use my calculator to heat convert out for what the feels like temperature is that day because otherwise, again, then you just start like overreaching. It's gonna be really hard to do the workouts.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And then for tempo pace, you're going to be roughly 7 minutes a mile. Same caveats with the temperature. You got to adjust those out. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know sometimes like hearing that can feel defeating because you're like, no, 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 I need to be faster. And if I run faster, I'll get faster.
Right.
Yes, broadly, but we don't want to do it to the expense of not being able to complete workouts. Or what ends up happening is we do workouts like the one that's listed here, 8x800 with 400 meters recovery, where it's like you can hit 520s because you could basically scroll through Instagram for 2.5 minutes because your recovery is so long. Whereas with the marathon, we want tighter, denser recoveries because we need to be able to recover on our feet. And so in order to do that, we've got to run the appropriate paces so we can actually do multiple reps of the workout. Does that make sense?
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
And so little things like that, just off the start, if you've seen, I know you talked to me a little bit offline, like seeing some of the videos, but when I talk about intensity discipline, that's part of it, right? Is running actual paces that are indicative of the fitness that you're in, and that's going to push the needle for you to actually get better. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Okay. So